right, coming up next, it's the UFC middleweight division fight. Well, he's one of the more accomplished strikers in this division. Sprawl and brawl, whatever you want to say, he's going to try to keep this fight standing tonight.
It does not matter how he accomplishes it. All he wants to do is be on his feet and at range, hitting you with the beautiful jab, staying away from the grappling exchanges. You don't accomplish all the things that this man has accomplished over the course of his career without understanding distance. He has great distance management, which then in turn allows him to land all these beautiful diverse kicks, spinning back kick, jumping high kick, so many things he possesses that he will try to use tonight in this fight.
Yeah, if this turns into a kickboxing match tonight, most people believe, yeah, his opponent is in a world of trouble. All right, so here he is, one of the better offensive takedown guys we have in the UFC, DC, and if anyone is well-equipped to speak to this, it is you. The opponent knows what's coming. At least to this point in the UFC, no one's been able to stop him.
He just has to keep him away, because the moment this guy gets close enough to either grab a leg or make body contact, now you're in trouble. He has a knowledge and an understanding of position from a lifetime of just all grappling, judo, wrestling, sambo. He does it all, and he has just so many ways to get you to the floor. This guy once told me that if you get your leg, he's going to finish. Because he's going to give you so many things to think about, you will not be able to process and keep up with him, and eventually you're on the mat. It's unbelievable to watch him apply that knowledge to the mixed martial arts fight.
And as the wrestlers say, this is not a guy you want anywhere near your bracket.
No, you don't want him in the bracket.
Our tail of the tape for this middleweight fight. So more than 10 years apart, these two fighters, with similar height, but big differences in reach. All right, just about ready to go here now.
Ladies
for the particulars. We go inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 21 wins, 7 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Fort Worth, Texas, Kevin, the Trailblazer Holland. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 28 wins, 10 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, DEMIAN MAIA. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Lavigne.
The veteran Yves Lavigne draws the assignment here.
You ready?
All right, so here we go with round one. Seems to be a situation in which he wants to do everything in his power to keep this fight on the feet. He appears to have a lot of advantages at distance. We'll see if he can get it done tonight.
Yes, he has all the advantages because we don't see many specialists anymore in the UFC. Guys can generally do everything, but this guy is a jiu-jitsu player. He wants to get the fight to the ground and start to weave his web of traps to try and find a submission. This striker, he jumps on a headlock. We call this in wrestling just a headlock. And if you're not careful, you can get stuck in an arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle. He needs to push the arm to the side. Get his head against the
Nicely done. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Close guard. I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
Well, you got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch.
Now he shakes the triangle.
And this could be trouble here. Looks like it's pretty tight. He's trying to work his head out of harm's way.
It might be over. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
All right, so he postures up.
Oh, man, that was slick.
And he landed the right hand there. Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Side control now. Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent. He's attacking armbar now.
And he's out. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent, you got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Oh, he postured up there, gained some valuable separation.
And now the ground and pound starts.
Well, you got to be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. Oh, is he an active pursuer of the submission?
He's gonna attack armbar here.
And he's out. I mean, how many can he take? All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. MAIA's right back to the full mount. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound.
Take it back to the days of
Setting up a sub here.
Gotta be careful, armbar.
Nicely done. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape.
Let's go! Get him off! Get him off! Recover! Recover! Move and recover!
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable.
Going for the arm here.
Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
Oh, he could be a one-eyed fighter here pretty soon. That left eye's starting to shut. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Well, you see him land the jab there. He's got the reach advantage. You might as well use it. So we call on the numbers here, DC. 55 total strikes have now landed for DEMIAN MAIA. 30 seconds to go here. And he connects with a punch there. We'll see if there's more where that came from.
Boxing, boxing, boxing.
10 seconds to go. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one. All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very... There he is. He's moving to the finishing position. Now watch, he goes parallel right next to his opponent. When it's time to finish, he has to go flat, chest to the mat. There it is. Chest to the mat. Pressure goes down. He'll start to take the air from his opponent.
All right, here we go. Our next round is underway. And how about the submission defense on that young man in the previous round?
He's so well-versed in all areas of mixed martial arts, and that was on full display as he defended a real deep submission attempt. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
And coming up next, it's a UFC welterweight division matchup. Well, DC, this is a true mixed martial artist of the highest order. You've watched the film. Hard for me to see much in terms of glaring weaknesses, and he believes he can react to anything that is thrown his way inside that arm.
It's unbelievable because whenever you're trying to prepare for someone, you look for weaknesses. But when you watch this guy, nothing jumps off the page. When you think I have to go wrestle him, you realize very quickly that not only can he defend takedowns, he can also go and secure them himself. He's that new breed of fighter that has been doing every discipline from the very start of his career. You know you're looking at a guy that will contend for a championship.
And if our fighter meeting on Thursday is any indication, confidence not an issue for this young man coming in here tonight. All right, so here he is, one of the better offensive takedown guys we have in the UFC, DC. And if anyone is well-equipped to speak to this, it is you. The opponent knows what's coming. At least to this point in the UFC, no one's been able to stop him.
He just has to keep him away, because the moment this guy gets close enough to either grab a leg or make body contact, now you're in trouble. He has a knowledge and an understanding of position from a lifetime of just all grappling, judo, wrestling, sambo. He does it all, and he has just so many ways to get you to the floor. This guy once told me that if he can get your leg, he's going to finish. Because he's going to give you so many things to think about, you will not be able to process and keep up with him, and eventually you're on the mat. It's unbelievable to watch him apply that knowledge to the mixed martial arts fight.
And as the wrestlers say, this is not a guy you want anywhere near your bracket.
No, you don't want him in the bracket.
Our tale of the tape for this highly anticipated welterweight fight. More than 5 years apart. Some differences in height and reach. We send it inside the octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 9 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Stockholm, Sweden, Hamzat Chimaev. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 19 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Boca Raton, Florida, Gilbert Durinho Burns. And when the action begins, a referee in charge, Yves Levine.
The veteran Yves Levine draws the assignment here. Round 1 is upon us between 2 of the best fighters in this division. Hard to find anything resembling apparent weakness on either side when you break down.
There are no weaknesses in these guys. These guys are as well-rounded as they come. They both can wrestle, both can grapple, both can strike. They can do it all. And these are the matchups that we dream of as MMA fans. Big punch land.
Burns has got the tie clinch now. All right, here we go. First round is underway. No denying the big reach advantage for him tonight. We'll see if he can get that jab going early.
Look for him to circle on the outside. Use that long jab to keep his distance and only engage on his turns.
Oh, now going to the judo throw. He ends up in side control. A lot of options for him here.
Yeah, he can either go ground and pound or he can chase submission.
Well, there are a few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Burns back in half guard. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Well, these are some excellent ground and pound strikes here, DC. There's an efficiency with which he operates in these situations.
He knows exactly when to throw, exactly when to hold, and it's allowing him to really control the grappling aspect of the fight.
There's a song there, right? Know when to hold him, know when to fold him.
Yep,
there you
absolutely. Go. Now the guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on him. Attacking armbar.
He might get a finish here. Nicely done. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
Close guard. Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked. Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
All right, so he postures up here and now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be aplenty from this position.
Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
Trying for a submission here.
Oh, is that a choke? No, actually goes to an inverted triangle to try to get the finish.
Oh, man, that was slick.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Burns. Recovery, man, right back to his feet.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there. Strong hook lands. Oh! And now he's got that tie clinch.
When you're in the clinch,
Nice double leg takedown attempt there, and gotta think that's something that's gonna give him confidence moving forward in this fight.
a lot of confidence when it happens that easily. He took a shot, he got it.
He jumps on a headlock. We call this in wrestling just a headlock. And if you're not careful, you can get stuck in an arm triangle.
Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Then he's out. All right, dominant position for him here, full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you gotta start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Burns. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here.